Sir, you go on to the objective. You wouldn't find a single man who has been shot in the back. This was said to Lieutenant General JAGJIT Singh Arora, GOC in Eastern Command, by a wounded guardsman after the Battle of Morapara, the first Battle of Hilli. To understand this video, you have to check out the first video made on the first Battle of Hilli, especially covering the action of the 8 Guards. Check this out, or you can check the link given in the description below. Now, let us continue from where we had stopped. The first Battle of Hilli, the gallant action of the 8 Guards at the Battle of Morapara. What happened after that battle? The 8 Guards had suffered 50 men killed in action, with 100 wounded. What more was left for this battalion? The battalion was tasked to dig in, but after the 3rd of December, they rolled into action again. All this while, they were under constant Pakistani artillery shelling, mortar fire, fire from recoilless rifles, and MMG guns bursting at them from ambush patrols. Yet, the guardsmen decided to hold on despite their casualties, despite taking casualties. The first thing they tried to do is clear out the landmines. The 4 frontier force of the Pakistani army had laid a terrible minefield, a minefield that could even affect the local population even after liberation. It was the task of this gallant NCO, Havildar Ram Bahadur, and his team of pioneers who started clearing out the mines one by one. There were a lot of booby traps as well, and it was clear that the officers or soldiers could step on them or could just fall prey to them. He got onto that task. Meanwhile, the mortar platoon under Subedar Barsati Ram, it kept on firing on the enemy to keep them pinned down. Subedar Haribaksh Singh and Subedar and Havildar Ranjit Singh, the platoon and the sections, they had recoilless rifles with them. They kept the enemy at bay. Havildar Audesh Bahadur, he had the MMG section with him. They kept the enemy pinned down. For their supreme defense, defending the 8 Guards and their positions, the 4 of them were given the mentioned in dispatches. It was extremely important to clear the road towards Rangpur and Dinajpur. Hence, the next target for the 8 Guards was Dangapara. Dangapara had to be secured by the company under Major SINGH. Previously, it was a grueling battle at Morapara, but Dangapara was secured without much casualties. On the telephone, Major General Lakshman Singh Lahal, GOC of 20th Mountain Division, contacted the CO of the 8 Guards, Lieutenant Colonel SHAMSHER Singh. This is what he said to him. "SHAMSHER, you carry on. But if you are evicted by the Pakistanis, I will never forgive you." Alongside the 8 Guards joined the 22nd Maratha Light Infantry and the 5 Garhwal Rifles in the last fight to liberate Hilli from the Pakistanis. With them came the 235 Engineering Regiment and the 38 Medium Regiment. Unfortunately, even here, from the stiff resistance of the Pakistanis, all of these units were taking casualties. Pakistani artillery was raining hell on the 8 Guards, but it was the sheer guts of Subedar Shiopal Singh who captured Captain Kamran. Captain Kamran was a Pakistani artillery observer, and after the capture of Dangapara, soon fell Chandipur, Hakimpur and Noapara to the 8 Guards. With the road towards Rangpur clear, the 8 Guards, the 22nd Maratha Light Infantry and the 5 Garhwal Rifles had finally entered Rangpur city. And now it was the time to pen down the number of casualties. Do check how many guardsmen are laying their dead facing the enemy. It was 68 men killed in action, and 153 wounded. Amongst them were 4 officers, 2 JCOs, and 64 other ranks. All dead. Dead for the liberation of Bangladesh. Not for any other cause, but for a just cause. Compared to the Pakistanis, who had lost 100 killed and wounded and captured. But their cause was no match to ours. The Pakistanis were unleashing hell on the local population at Hilli and the entire country of Bangladesh. Compared to them, we had gone to liberate Bangladesh. That's the difference. That's the difference of losing 68 men for a just cause. Major S.K. Chaudhary, he himself had penned down 91 citations. Major S.K. Chaudhary was the battalion's second in command. He himself had led all the 68 corpses of these dead men. The Pakistanis fled from that area. They fled deeper towards Bogra, Rangpur, but they couldn't stay in Hilli anymore. For their gallantry, the 8 guards received 3 Mahavir Chakras, one given to Lieutenant Colonel Shamsher Singh for such an extraordinary leadership in the entire battle. The second given to Second Lieutenant Shamsher Singh Samra, and the third given to Lance Naik Ram Ugra Pandey. The battalion also received 2 Veer Chakras and 1 Sena medal, alongside 4 mentioned in dispatches. The 8 Guards is such a battalion of such a reputation, proudly called as the Triple MVC Pulton. The 8 Guards celebrate their victory every year. This year is going to be their 51st victory, 51st anniversary of their victory. My salutes to such a battalion, such a unit. My salutes to all those liberators who fought gallantly for the liberation of Bangladesh. Thank you for listening. The 4th part of the Battle of Hilli is going to come soon. Thank you.